Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again with Hot Hits on Thread. Today we're going to talk about grip and the importance of grip, particularly when firing multiple shots. As I've always stated, I believe in safety first, second, third, and every number after that. First thing we're going to do is clear and make safe the weapon that we're going to train and demonstrate with. We're going to do that with what I call the chopstick clearing method. First and foremost, we always point our handgun in a safe direction where person nor property can be injured. Remove the magazine by hitting the magazine release. This contains the flow of bullets. That's the first thing we want to remove. Placing that to the side, rotate your handgun to the right and let gravity do the work. Most semi-automatic handguns are carried with one round in the chamber. I always carry my gun fully loaded and ready to go. Rotating the handgun to the right, simply bring your palm and your fingers across the top of the slide, and as you push the slide to the rear, push up on your slide locking mechanism. You'll see I have one round left in my hand that I just took out of the chamber. Placing that to the side. We always look through the top of the slide, waving our hand. If we can see our hand, we know the magazine has been removed. If we look at the rear of the handgun or at the rear of the barrel, we see no bullet, we see no obstruction. We're 99% sure that this weapon is clear. If you take a chopstick, place the chopstick through the barrel of the weapon, you should be able to see the chopstick as you move it forward and backward. Now you know without any doubt this weapon is safe, clear, and you can train with it. Moving on to talking about the grip and its importance and how we establish the grip. We previously spoke about stance and how we develop a stable platform for this violent tool to work in. I refer to it as a violent tool because every time you pull that trigger, it creates an explosion, and that's what sends the bullet down through the barrel. So we have to stabilize this tool in order to use it properly and effectively. One of the best ways to develop and understand your grip is holding the handgun in your non-shooting hand. I'm right-handed, so my non-shooting hand will be my left hand. You want to get the web of your hand, this part, as high as you can on the back strap or beaver tail of the handgun. We want to do that so we can get our hand as close as possible to the slide, because the slide is what moves when the handgun is fired. Once you get the web of your hand up as high as you can on the back of the handgun, your lower three fingers simply wrap around. Importantly, your thumb on your shooting hand goes up and out of the way, because we're going to take the palm of the support or control hand and place that in this space. You want to rotate your wrist forward that you get a stiffness in it. Notice I'm not just closing my fist as if I were going to punch someone. I'm rotating my wrist forward, which locks the wrist, which will give you more control over the handgun. So this area, the palm of your hand, will go as high up as you can towards the slide. Locking that into position, that's going to give you the best and strongest grip on the handgun. Showing that once again, placing the web of the hand as high as you can get it on the back of the handgun, lower three fingers wrapping around, thumb out of the way, palm of the hand filling that open space. Now, don't simply put your hands on the handgun. You want to squeeze the handgun, not so tight that you start shaking, but tight enough that you will be able to control the handgun. You will never eliminate 100% of the movement, but we want to try to reduce the movement as much as possible. And this is particularly important when we're firing multiple shots. Again, once you get your hands around the handgun, you want to hold it as tightly as you can, putting pressure of your palms into the side of the handgun and slightly rotating in with your thumb and this part of your palm so you get a complete and solid grip on the handgun. This is going to be very important when you shoot multiple shots because every shot fired, the handgun is going to move. Your grip is going to help you bring the handgun back down on the target. If you don't have a good grip, you'll see a lot more muzzle flip, meaning when you fire the handgun, you'll see this. That's what we want to control. If your sights are in the air, your sights are not on your target. By developing this good grip, now we'll see the handgun start to simply move up and down, up and down, up and down, opposed to flipping this way. That's not the movement that you want to try to get out of your handgun. You want that up and down motion, which most people call running flat. Your grip is going to be the most important thing when you start firing multiple rounds. Okay? Get out there on the range, give it a try. Thanks for tuning in to Hot Hits on Threat. You guys have a wonderful day.